That didn't work out as
Way to
planned.
be ready, Paula.
I thought I was ready. Oh, well, thank you for joining us. Welcome to Coffee Chats. We are down in the atrium today, and this is the first time that I've done Coffee Chats down in the atrium. It's gorgeous. The sun is shining, we've got the snow behind us, and we did manage to turn off the water feature just so that we would have better acoustics down here, which is really wonderful. All the plants are alive. It's a great place to be. Speaking of the atrium, we added some chairs down in the atrium level for people to come down and enjoy. For the longest time, we had nothing down here, and we were really just kind of treating the area as a walkthrough. Now we've decided that we are going to have just limited seating down here. We do have some tape on some of the areas, so please adhere to those tape signs for social distancing reasons. We're really excited about having people come down here. It's just a great place to be. It's one of the reasons people really love Ridge Point. It's one of our best features, I think. Please refrain from bringing any kind of food or beverage. I know we used to have continental breakfast and lunch down here. I'm sure at some point that's going to return, but not today. So please come down and enjoy the space, and remember, just keep all your coffee and all that kind of stuff up in your apartments for now. Let's see. Second thing I wanted to talk about, Great Decisions Lecture Series. We used to have Great Decisions here at Ridge Point, and of course now with the virus we do not. Beginning next Tuesday, which is March 9th, we will be having Great Decisions or some form of a lecture broadcast into your apartment. Details are in the newsletter as far as why we haven't been doing that in the past, and we're happy we're able to do that now. But that's going to be at 10 o'clock on Tuesdays, just like the old lectures used to be. We can't wait for the day when we can actually have lecturers come back into Ridge Point, but for now, I think this is as good as it's going to get. So that's really nice. We were able to get some of those every week up to your apartment. If you have any questions about it, you can feel free to call Jessica at the front desk or call Paula at 6280. Let's see, gardens. With the sun shining, it's kind of that thought in our minds, what are we going to plant this year? So I just wanted to remind everybody, we started back in November finding out who wants a garden bed, and we're doing our best to accommodate that. We still have a few garden spaces left, so if you are looking for a garden, please go ahead and give me a shout this week at 6280, so I can go ahead and put you onto our Yes, I'd like a garden list. One change that we're making this year is we are going to be having tilling the first week of May, weather permitting, but we're going to have a till or no till. We used to do till partial, that kind of thing, and for now we're going to go ahead with a till or no till. There's going to be more information coming out about that, but just kind of make those decisions in your mind about what you might want. Next thing, we had a mistake in the newsletter. I know, it's never happened before, right? But this is a biggie. Pi Day is March 14th. And I was so excited as I was writing the newsletter, I forgot that Pi Day falls on a Sunday. We are going to be having Pi Day, but we're going to be having Pi at Ridge Point on Friday. So I've decided that it's not going to be Pi Day, it's going to be Friday Pi Day, just to keep us all on track. And that's going to be on March 12th. We're going to be having pie available in the lobbies for people to come down and grab something and go ahead back up to your apartment. It's not going to be served down here, it's just going to be available to pick up, and that's in each lobby. A little bit more to come on that as far as the time of day and that type of thing. So watch for details, accurate details. And I will have Jessica go ahead and put a correction up on the scrolling board. Let me see if I've gotten everything here. I think I've covered everything. Thanks so much, and I'm going to turn it over to Jeff.
All right. Paula, I have a question for you.
Oh boy.
Do you know why Pi Day falls on March 14th?
I do.
Tell us, please.
Because pi is mathematical.
314 are the first
3.14.
significant digits of pi. And I didn't know that, but Ellen Anderson sent me that. Thank you, Ellen. At least I know one person is watching Coffee Chats. Anyway, as Paula said, we're down in the atrium. She talked about tape. The tape is on areas where we can sit. The police tape that you've seen for the last 10, 11 months is gone. There's no police takedown. So, in qualifying for the championship trophy off-road race, potential drivers and their teammates were told they had to traverse a course in as close a time as their partners without the use of timepieces, like clocks and watches, etc. For example, the first man of the two-man team would drive the course through the woods, over bridges, and through streams, and then return to the starting point and give his vehicle, his truck, to his partner, who would then drive the same course and try to finish it in as close to the time of his partner. So, if the partner finished in, say, 4 minutes and 25 seconds, the other guy would try to duplicate that. But how could he do that without the use of any kind of clock or timepiece? How could he possibly finish in the same time? Do either of you want to take a stab at that?
Well, what if I'm right?
Then you're right.
Okay, so you would clock how many miles you drove based on the odometer,
Yeah.
and you would decide that you're going to drive 15 miles an hour or 20 miles an hour, whatever.
But there's ups, downs. It's hard to go the same speed the whole time.
Oh,
Pretty good.
thank
Pretty
you.
good.
Thank you, but not right.
Oh, Roger. Pulse. Do people have the same pulse? You're both, here's what they said. What they said is you turn the windshield wipers on and you count the number of swipes on the windshield wipers, and that's how you did it. So, I almost like Roger's better. I don't know. Anyway, today is Wednesday. Yesterday, President Biden talked about that by May 31st, it's conceivable that everyone in the United States will be vaccinated. I think by April 1st, everyone at Ridgepoint will be vaccinated, every resident. Many of you are already done. Few of you are lagging a little bit. As I've said in the past, if you need help getting your appointment, let us know. I just talked to a couple that they haven't made a phone call. Make those phone calls. What I found at this late stage, and I say late stage because you 75-year-olds have been at it a while, is you call the doctors, they look up your file and they say, here's the phone number to call, make your appointment. So I know early on they said, don't call your doctors, get that vaccine, it's important. We're looking at asking people if they've had the vaccine. There again, we don't know if we have the right to do that because of HIPAA laws and whatnot, but boy, it would be nice to know how many of our people are vaccinated, so as we go forward with different things, and I'm going to talk about a few things that have opened up. Paula was certainly talking about a few things. We're anxious to get going, and we want to get going, but we don't want to make assumptions that maybe aren't true. I'm sitting here saying I think we're over 90% vaccinated already. And you think that's true, Raj? So if that's the case, that's going to change how we do things. If it's 80% or heaven forbid 70, 65%, we're taking many steps back. Anyway.
Jeff?
Yep.
Last night I heard on the radio they're putting together something called a vaccine passport.
A vaccine passport.
Right. And you'll have to have a vaccine passport, for example, to get on an airplane.
Okay, when you got your finished your second dose, did you get a card?
Yes.
I've been told that you get a card, and Roger's confirming that.
Yes.
Nola, have you had your second shot?
I get it tomorrow.
You get it tomorrow. Okay.
She's got the first shot, though, on card.
Oh, did you get a card saying you've had one shot?
Yes,
Thank you.
and you have to bring it in tomorrow.
Right.
All right. That's Nola Engelstead for those of you that can't see her, but she's a beautiful gal. Anyway, we want to know, and we want you to get your vaccine. If you don't want to get a vaccine, that's your call. We're okay with that too. We're not going to force you to do anything. What we are going to do is we're going to move forward at some point as if everyone's had their vaccine. The big concern for us at Ridgepoint is our staff. And those that want to get vaccines on our staff, we need to get them vaccinated. They're down the line. But with the new Johnson & Johnson vaccine, we are hoping that speeds up a little bit. One thing we do know is early on in the, well, not early on, throughout the pandemic, we've been worried about what visitors are going to bring into Ridgepoint. And almost all of the cases that we've had of people getting sick at Ridgepoint have been a result of home healthcare workers coming in or family members coming to visit and bringing it. We haven't had a huge problem with those of you that drive and go shopping and do all that. Apparently you're keeping your distance and doing all that. I don't know of any case where a resident actually got the COVID outside of Ridgepoint. Having said that, we are going to relax some of our visitor guidelines. We're not going to require appointments anymore. We are going to continue to vet visitors. One of the big concerns we have is our residents having surprise visitors. We want you to let us know if you're going to have a visitor. Doesn't mean you have to make an appointment. They don't have to, but we really would feel better if we knew you were expecting a visitor. Going back to what we're worried about. Now our concern, there's a school of thought out there, and all this is schools of thought and one person's opinion. There's an opinion that if you're vaccinated, you can still carry and transmit the virus. If that is the case, our worry goes from you, the residents, to your guests and our staff. Okay? That's why we're going to tread lightly on incorporating staff with you folks. We're going to keep on with our weekly housekeeping, but we're going to absolutely continue having you leave your apartment before they come and stay out a little bit after they leave. With the improvement of the weather, open your windows. Let's air this place out as often as we can. They say that is a very good safety measure to keep the virus at bay. Next Wednesday, we just decided this today, so we don't know all the details. We're going to play bingo. Yep, we're going to play bingo. It's going to be in the afternoon. Okay, it's not going to be at night. We're going to do it in the afternoon, just so we can control it a little bit. We think it's going to be in the East Lobby. Actually, when Paula and I were talking here before we started filming, we said, okay, where should we have it? Originally, we thought the East Lobby. Then we'd have to worry about move-ins. We'd have to worry about the phone. We'd have to worry about all kinds of things. We're going to have it in Marion Hall, and we're going to have some instructions. If not tomorrow, Friday, we'll do a little flyer that we can have. We're going to have to limit the amount of people. We're thinking that's 25. We're going to see how many people sign up, and if we have to try and accommodate more, no, we're not. That's the kind of thing we have to avoid. We have to say, okay, what are we comfortable with? And if that number is 25, that's what we're comfortable with, and we don't deviate from that. There's a lot of sweet talkers out there. There's a lot of forceful personalities and get things, certainly from me, that they want. And I've got to say, nope, 25 are playing bingo. That's it, 25. So maybe we end up doing a lottery. I don't know. We want to be fair. We'll do the best we can. If we have to play more than one day, we'll do that. But at some point, we're going to turn it back over to the residents, and they're going to have to self-police. It's another issue that we really have to be aware of. Folks, no matter what kind of policies we have or how hard we try to enforce different things to keep you safe or whatever, ultimately, it's up to you. You don't need a vaccine. You don't need to do anything you want. If you don't want to get sick, you can just stay in your apartment and not do a darn thing. Okay? And that's your prerogative, and we're okay with that. But We don't want you being reckless and saying, okay, everyone else is vaccinated. I don't care. I'm going to go out. If I get it and die, that's my problem. Yep, that's your problem because you're going to die, but it's also everyone else's problem if you're going to be out there spreading it, and the vaccine is 95% effective, so there is a 5% chance someone could contract the virus from you, so know that. All the people that live here are loving, nice people, and if you don't want the vaccine, that's fine. Doesn't mean you're a bad person, just that's what you believe, that's how it's your life. Do what you want. But let's just know that we're going to continue social distancing. We're going to continue to wear masks. We're going to continue to take safeguards that we have. It's just that we're going to try and move slowly. We're sick of it. I'm as sick as hell of living like this. And I want to get moving, but we also have a responsibility to everyone that lives here to be safe about it. So, if you're not feeling good, stay home. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. Do all the things, continue to do all the things that we've done. And as we incorporate more bingo, say, okay, I'll go to bingo. Hey, I'm the 26th. I get it. I'm not going to be able to play. Say, okay, take one for the team. We'll get you in the next week. The van, a week from Monday, we're going to increase the ridership in the van to 5, okay? That's 5 fully vaccinated individuals. That means you've had both shots, and it's been, is it 1 week for the Moderna and 2 weeks for the Pfizer, or 1 and 3?
No, 2 weeks for Pfizer, 1 for Moderna.
Okay, so 2 weeks after your second Pfizer shot, you're 95% immune. You can ride the van. It will get 5 people that are immune. I don't even, what's the word? Vaccinated, thank you. Properly vaccinated. They can ride the van. And the van schedule is going to be as such. I'm just going to read this. I've got Ellen's pie email pulled up. Let's see if I can find. Sorry about this. On Tuesdays, Tuesday mornings at 9, 10, and 11, we're taking 5 people to the Target by release. Ridgedale Square, what is that called over there?
Good name for it.
Okay, because it's square. No. We're taking 5 people over there. 3 times 9, 10, and 11. Tuesday afternoon, beginning at 12:15, we're going to drop off at the medical facilities. At 12:15, it's Carlson Towers and Eastern Medical Facilities. What's that?
That's probably that Park Nicolet on the other side of the road.
Park Nicolet on the other side, okay. Appointments at Carlson no earlier than 12:30. East side is Methodist and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Gamble Drive,
Yep.
all east, okay. Expect to see some information on the medical routes. I'm not going to repeat the medical routes each time. Wednesday, it's Target, Byerly's, or Aldi's. And Thursdays, it's Cub and Trader Joe's. And both afternoons, there are all 3 after, so Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in the morning, it's shopping. And Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in the afternoon, it is medical runs. Medical runs, don't ride the van if you think you have COVID. Shouldn't have to say that, but I'm going to say it because stranger things have happened. If you got a fever, something like that, don't ride the van. Usually medical appointments, we're looking for knees, heart, different checkups, all that type of thing, not respiratory problems. I think that is all I have. Paula, did I miss anything that you know of?
I think you got it all.
Okay. Good. Folks, it's looking up. It's going to get better. It's going to get fun. We're going to have an ice cream social. And it's going to be a blast. We're going to have a lot of things that are going to happen this summer that are going to be really, really fun. So let's not put any damper on it by getting a little reckless too early and stepping outside the lines and having someone get sick. We've come too far to get reckless. Okay, a young boy goes into a barber shop and the barber whispers to his customer, "This is the dumbest kid in the world. Watch while I prove it to you." The barber puts a dollar bill in one hand and 2 quarters in the other. Then calls the boy over and asks him, "Which do you want, son?" The boy takes the quarters and leaves. "What did I tell you?" said the barber. "That kid never learns." Later, when the customer leaves, he sees the same young boy coming out of the ice cream store. "Hey son, may I ask you a question? Why did you take the quarters instead of the dollar bill?" The boy licked his comb and replied, "Because the day I take the dollar, the game is over." Not so dumb. Have a good week.